Video I have explained functions of DBMS and characteristics of DBMS. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share this video with your friends, gain the knowledge and rule the world. Functions of DBMS, that is the database management system, are as follows. The first one is data definition. The DBMS must be able to accept the definition in the source form. Means in whatever the form we are going to write the definition, those definition it has to accept and convert them to the appropriate object form. The DBMS must be able to accept data definition in the source form and convert them to appropriate object form. The source form can be many. All the source forms it has to accept and it has to convert them to the appropriate object form. That means, in other words, what we can say that the DBMS must include DDL processor or DDL compiler components. DDL processor or a DDL compiler component. DDL in the sense data definition language. So it has to include that particular processor or a compiler component for each of the various data definition languages, so that it can accept and convert them to the appropriate object form. Function is data manipulation. The DBMS must be able to handle request to retrieve, update or delete the existing data in the database, or to add a new data into a database. That means it has to provide the opportunity for the purpose of manipulating the values which are present in the data, or to delete the data, to insert a data or make the modification to the data. In other words, what we can say that the DBMS must include a DML compiler or a DML processor component to deal with the data manipulation language. DML in the sense data manipulation language. That means a DBMS should include DML compiler or a DML processor which can deal with the data manipulation language. That means whatever the request is given by the user, all those requests can be handled if a DBMS is having an DML component or an DML processor. The third function is optimization and execution. DML request, either it can be a planned request or it can be an unplanned request. Those requests must be processed by an optimizer component whose purpose is to determine an efficient way of implementing the request. That means whatever the request has been given by the user, those requests it has to accept and it has to optimize. That means it has to check the various ways of executing that particular request or handling that particular request and determine among them which is the efficient one, and that efficient one has to be implemented. The optimized requests are then executed under the control of a runtime manager. There will be a runtime manager and that runtime manager will be executing the optimized request. Optimized request in the sense among the ways there will be one way which will be very efficient, and that very efficient has to be determined by optimizer and that has to be executed by the runtime manager. The next function is data security and integrity. The DBMS must monitor user request and reject any attempts to violate the security constraints defined by the DBA. Database administrator. Database administrator will be specifying certain constraints. If an user violates any of those constraints, then it has to reject the request which has been given by the user, and these tasks can be carried out during the compile time or during the runtime or the mixture of both. It means it can be done few in the compile time and few during the execution time, that is during the runtime. But it has to accept whatever has been presented by the user. That means whatever the request has been given by the user, those requests it has to accept, and it has to reject if they violate any of the security constraints as defined by the DBA, database administrator. Next functionality is data recovery and concurrency. In DBMS, some other related software component called the transaction manager or a transaction processing will be there, and it should monitor and ensure that certain recovery and concurrency controls are enforced. There will be a transaction manager or a transaction processing. It should monitor that it must enforce certain recovery and concurrency controls. Why the recovery is needed means, in case of system failures or in case of a transaction failures, the data should be present in a consistent state. For that purpose, the data recovery is needed. Another one is concurrency control. DBMS allows more than one user to access the data at the same time. For that purpose, certain mechanism to ensure that the data is not manipulated and whatever the data has been provided is the same information accessed by all the users at the same time, and it has to enforce those things. For that purpose, it requires one particular software component that is called as a transaction manager or a transaction processing, which takes care of recovery and concurrency. Data dictionary. The DBMS must provide a data dictionary function. What is a data dictionary? A data dictionary is nothing but a database which contains data about a data. Which contains data about a data. It is also called as a metadata or a descriptor. That means it will be consisting of all the data regarding whatever the data which is present in the database. For that purpose, it is called as a data about a data, metadata or a descriptor. It will be consisting of various schemas and mappings and all of the various security and integrity constraints which will be stored in the source as well as in the object form in a dictionary. That means which have been related with the database, all things will be stored, and that is a data dictionary. It is a data about a data. It will be consisting of a data, and that data is nothing but whatever the data which are present in a database. For that purpose, it is called as a metadata and it is also called as a descriptor. And here it will be consisting of a data in both source as well as in the object form. Last functionality is the performance. The DBMS should perform all of the tasks identified above as efficiently as possible. Whatever the functionalities which I have told now, all these tasks has to be identified and it should be executed as efficiently as possible. Characteristics of database management system are represent complex relationship between data. We use the database for the purpose of storing a data. Here we will be storing a data in a simple way, simple values as well as the complicated values we are going to store, and it provides an opportunity for the purpose of storing the complex relationship also. It means a relationship between a data. It means one data to another data, there will be a relationship. Those relationship, that means the related values can be stored very easily. It controls data redundancy. That means it will not be supporting for the purpose of duplication of an data or the unnecessary adding of an data in a multiple spaces. The space will be reduced by controlling data redundancy. Enforces user defined rules. So whatever the user wants, those rules can be implemented. For example, if you are created employee database and if you want to store the details of an employee, and you can restrict that each of the employee in a company should be attained an age of greater than 18. That rule you can enforce while inserting the data itself. Ensures data sharing. Here, without any complications, the data can be shared among many users. Then it has atomic and intelligent backup and recovery procedures. As I told, if a system crashes or if a transaction has been failed, it will make the backup of the data and it will recover the data to a consistent state. Central dictionary to store information, that is a data dictionary pertaining to data and its manipulation. That means it will be consisting of all the data as well as the manipulation which we are going to do in a data. Everything which is present in a database, all those things will be present in a data dictionary. It has different interfaces via which a user can manipulate the data. As we will be seeing in a 3 schema architecture, the various ways through which we can access the database, and all those accessing is allowed, and all those interfaces is the characteristic of an DBMS. That means it allows a different interfaces through which a user can manipulate the data. Enforce data access authorization. Here everyone cannot access to the database, only a valid users, that means who will be having an authentication. There is a username and a password will be provided by DBA. Only those persons can access the database. For that purpose, it enforces data access authorization. So these are the information regarding the DBMS functions and characteristics of DBMS. Functions of database management system and characteristics of database management system. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, gain the knowledge and rule the world. Share this video with your friends.